As you can see, I'm a huge fan of BANISH suppressors, and in this video we're going to look at the new lightweight Backcountry. Gavin here from ultimatereloader.com. That's right, I have quite a few BANISH suppressors, and you've seen BANISH suppressors in some really cool stories. We did an in-depth overview of the BANISH 30, we looked at the 7-inch config, and we looked at the 9-inch config. We even compared recoil. Here it's seen on Shorty. We just did a really cool story on subsonic 308 that you're going to want to check out. We've also featured it with the Henry lever gun with subsonic and supersonic 30-30. Too much fun. And over here I have kind of some of the extremes. The BANISH 46, which we showed on the full custom 338 LaPo build that we did. And this is the BANISH 22, which we're going to take a look at in a little bit. So this is the star of this video. This is the new BANISH Backcountry. We're really excited. I know Guy Miner is really excited about this suppressor because it's ideal for hunting gun. It's going to handle everything up to 300 Remington Ultra Magnum, and it's short, it's compact, it's lightweight. It's kind of everything I'm looking for in a hunting suppressor. So let's get into the specs real quick. So it is a 30 caliber suppressor. So you're going to be able to use it for 30 cal and some of those smaller calibers as well. That tends to work out pretty well, you know, shooting a 6mm through a 30 cal suppressor, or even a 22 cal through a 30 cal suppressor. At 7.8 ounces, all titanium construction, this is just what you're going to be looking for in a hunting suppressor. Like I mentioned, it's rated to up to 300 Remington Ultra Magnum, so this is going to be a great suppressor for our 7 PRC and even our 300 PRC if we wanted to use it for that application. It's got the industry standard hub, 1.375 by 24 threads per inch. As you can see here, I have a 5/8 24 mount, and I already put some TW25B grease on that. We'll lock that down. That is now ready to use. And so what a nice, simple, clean, compact design. 30 decibel sound reduction rating. So depending on your comfort level, you know, if you don't want to use hearing protection, can't say that I recommend that, but I've done it. And it's one way to get more out of your hunting experience if you're comfortable with the risks, which are definitely there. Okay, so I'm not going to read them all. There are 18 direct thread options from Silencer Central alone. Here's the complete list. It's going to hit all the common ones that I'm using right now, 5/8 24, half 28, and then we've got 5/8 by 32 if we need it. So this is a great selection of different threading options, which is great because it just enhances the versatility of your suppressor. Okay, so that's the basic, you know, high-level specs and kind of who it's for and what it is. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to try it with multiple platforms, multiple cartridges. We're going to get a sense for how the rifle feels with it. In fact, let's do that right now. I haven't mounted this yet on a firearm. Here's the BANISH 30 that I was talking about just a few moments ago, and you can see how that looks side by side. Now this also has a 9-inch configuration. That's the 7-inch configuration. Take a look at just how much smaller and more compact that is. Awesome. I've already got grease on the threads there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this down. That'll tighten the direct thread adapter to the body of the suppressor, and then I'm going to take it off with a wrench if needed. Okay, so look at that. Now Shorty is really a shorty. I'm going to aim the gun right at you. Don't worry, it's not loaded, right? Nice. This takes a compact package and makes it that much more compact. Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to be doing. And then I think I'm going to throw it on the 7 PRC as well. So we'll do that as well as some scientific data. We'll be back to talk more about the suppressor in just a bit. Shooting with the Backcountry was an absolute blast. I shot all of these rifles, 6.5, 7 and 230 cal. What a good time. I wanted to shoot a variety of different things. We tested recoil with the 6.5 Creedmoor, and we just kind of went out to the industrial yard and had some fun shooting steel with the rest of these rifles. So this guy right here is Shorty. It's the 16-inch 308 that I built here on the channel with the Foundation Dominion stock and a bat igniter action. You're going to want to check out that story. We've got the new Leupold Mark V HD 2-10. What a great scope for this kind of a setup. And what I really like about this rifle is it's already short and compact. So the BANISH Backcountry feels like a natural extension, a completion of the package. And boy, was shooting the steel fun. A short rifle like this 308 Shorty is the perfect pairing for the backcountry. We'll see how this does. Thought I had 5, I guess. Now that is awesome. I absolutely love this combo. Okay, then I wanted to up the ante a little bit. This is the 7 PRC that I built here on the channel from a Bear Bergara long action. This is a premier action, did all of the work, chambered it. This is a 22-inch barrel, so it's actually a really good setup for a high-powered Magnum for use with a suppressor. Seth over at Hornady said that he really liked to run his 20 to 22-inch 7 PRCs with a suppressor, so I had to give that a try. And wait till you see what happened the first time I pulled the trigger. All right, time for a Magnum 7 PRC. Whoa, that trigger is so light. Oh, it's like Gavin Gear built that rifle or something. Nice. That's not bad at all, actually, from a sound perspective and from a recoil perspective. Awesome. Yeah! I like that. Okay, so why was I so surprised? You would think I would expect that because this is a TriggerTech Diamond Remington 700 2-stage set about like Peter Milan's setup was set up when we went hunting in Africa. You're going to want to check out that 3-part series. But still, I was completely surprised with that first shot. But I did hit steel all 3 times and found the backcountry to be a great pairing for this rifle as well. Would I hesitate to take this rifle hunting with the backcountry? Absolutely not. And I'd be more likely to use that the backcountry, than I would the Typro 3 brake. The Typro 3 brake does a great job mitigating recoil, but you better have your ear pro on and better be expecting a little bit of a shockwave to the face. And of course, when you're hunting, it's about 3 things from the animal's perspective: the sound, the sight, and the smell. And that was one of the things the guides at Peter Milan told me when hunting in Africa was, you definitely can't have all 3 of those. The animal is going to be, long gone. And we saw evidence of that when I shot a springbuck, and not more than a minute later, I shot an impala that was standing there the whole time.
And I found that over the years of hunting with silencers, but it confuses the animals enough where they know something's wrong, but they're not quite sure from which direction it has come. And I mean, perfect broadside shot.
Yep.
45 seconds after you shot the springbuck.
Crazy. The suppressor tricked the impala into thinking like, hey, I don't even know what's going on. So it didn't even leave the scene, and therefore I was able to harvest it. So, a suppressor is great because it's going to help avoid hearing loss if you're not using ear pro, and it's also a great way to keep the sound signature down, and then, the opportunity for follow-up shots or multiple animals is that much better. Okay, and then after these 2 rifles, I thought it was time to do something just for fun. So this is my NPAP AK variant. It's got a 14-to-1 left hand to 5/8-24 right hand converter on it. So I thought, hey, this is great. I can just screw the can right on. We've got our Barry's 220 grain subsonic loads for 7.62 by 39 that work really well out of this AK. And boy, was that fun. Haven't shot these subsonic Barry's 220 loads in the AK in a while, so this should be pretty awesome. Let's see which target first. There we go. Okay, right there is the point of aim. That is really cool. Ah, that's it. That is a lot of fun. So, shooting wise, I had a ton of fun. What would I do next? Probably some prone shooting, maybe shooting some groups, that kind of thing. Usually I've found a suppressor to either not alter your group size or potentially slightly improve it in some cases. Okay, then it was time to gather recoil data. That's another really interesting aspect of running a suppressor. So we took this full custom, I guess I'm showing rifles that I've built, all of them except the AK. That's kind of funny. This is a 6.5 Creedmoor on a BAT TR action in an MDT ACC short action chassis. And I've been using the 6.5 Creedmoor for a lot of the recoil testing because it kind of falls in the middle. It's kind of that familiar middle ground. It's not too heavy recoiling. We have a lot of different types of ammunition for it. It's something that people have grown accustomed to. So we did 3 different tests. We tested it with the bare muzzle. We tested it with the BANISH Backcountry. And then I also happened to be testing this APW monster brake from Axis Precision Works down in South Africa, my buddy Pete's company that he has with a business partner. And here is what we found. So again, a little bit of a backgrounder on the recoil rig. We took Calzant's design from the Precision Rifle blog and adapted it basically the same components. It gathers 20,000 force readings per second at the buttstock. So unlike sleds or pendulums or anything like that, this gives you a real-time view into that recoil signature. This is the data that we captured. So the bare muzzle is the orange graph. The green line is the BANISH Backcountry. So we saw 22.4% reduction in recoil. That takes quite a bit of an edge off the recoil. It really does. And then the monster took it down further, about 40% peak force reduction. So interestingly, the BANISH Backcountry kind of sat right in the middle, which is great performance for a suppressor. So that's my initial report on the Silencer Central BANISH Backcountry. Good news, Guy Miner is going to get his very own BANISH Backcountry. He's been dying to do some hunting suppressed since I threaded the muzzle on his 30-06. That's that special sporter threading that we do here at Ultimate Reloader, where we're actually able to add a shoulder to the barrel, even though you don't have enough meat on the barrel to thread it properly. So I feel like this backcountry will be a great complement to his 30-06 Remington 700, kind of a traditional rifle with a bit of an update for the 2020s, right? And I think he's going to really enjoy it. He also just got his 6.5 Creedmoor, the Bergara Ridge Carbon, which will be another great rifle to use this suppressor with. Lots of good stuff to come. If you want to see something specific for Guy to look at, or for myself to look at, or for both of us to look at, with the BANISH Backcountry, just drop a comment and we'll take your input into our queue of content ideas. Thank you for watching. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel, or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.